New Cornetto Soft. It's a love thing.
Win up to €250,000 by phone. Quiz call 1580 927 928. 1580 927 928.
What is beauty? Is it fashion, taste, lipstick, or eyeliner? I don't think so. I'd rather look at nature, the countryside, the flowers, my pets. They don't owe anything to trends from Milan or Paris. Real beauty comes from deep within. It comes from the soul.
Who will still be standing after polling day?
Which new faces will be in the door?
And how will the independents fare?
We bring you the polls, the predictions, and the leaders' debates. Primetime Tuesday 9:30 on One.
He prayed for a miracle.
I need some help.
What he got was Dudley.
I'm an angel. Of course you are. The angel Dudley? Ding! That must have been that part of the Bible that got lost.
But how far can an angel go?
I've seen the way she looks at you. Really?
When a marriage is on the rocks.
Julia, please listen to me.
Henry, I can't. I don't even know who you are anymore.
Oscar winner Denzel Washington and Whitney Houston in The Preacher's Wife tonight at 9:45 on RTÉ.
It's got to go this bank holiday weekend. I'm talking about the six-figure sum on the big wheel. We have 70 €100,000 segments and €250,000 and the top prize of €500,000. Our players come from Fermanagh, Wexford, Tipperary and 2 from Galway. So join me, Derek Mooney, at 8:10 here on RTÉ One.
Saturday evening on RTÉ One, and Anne Casson and Eamon Falvey have today's 6-1 news and sport.
Good evening and welcome to Saturday's 6-1 news and sport. First, the headlines. The Taoiseach plays down a latest opinion poll which indicates that Fianna Fáil could be heading for an overall majority. Fine Gael disputes the poll findings, while Labour says an overall majority would lead to more tribunals. And abroad, hundreds fear dead as an overcrowded ferry sinks in Bangladesh.
And Saturday's sports headlines. Arsenal on the way to the double, but Celtic lose out in Scotland. And in rugby, Shannon are the league champions after victory over Cork Con.
In the wake of the findings from the first opinion polls, the opposition parties have begun warning about the prospect of Fianna Fáil getting an overall majority. And the Progressive Democrats have warned that Bertie Ahern is trying to get an overall majority by stealth. But Fianna Fáil have been playing down their prospects of becoming a single-party government. The Taoiseach has said he's not taking too much notice of the poll findings. We'll take a break, but coming up in part 2, Eamon has all today's sports news.
Yes, and we've news of Arsenal's cup win in England, Rangers' victory in Scotland, and in rugby we'll be live at Lansdowne Road where Shannon were crowned league champions yet again.
Don't just watch the news, examine it. The Irish Examiner. Take a closer look.
Women all over the world tried the mystery shampoo and conditioner. Here's what they said.
I have very, very dry hair, very, very curly, quite frizzy. I've always wanted good condition hair. I can style it really easily. It's so manageable. I'm dying to know what it is.
Pantene Pro V, the world's best-selling hair care system.
Just kept touching my hair. It was so soft, really good condition, really shiny, and so effortless. I'm just more confident.
You try it, you decide.
If it can work for me, it can do wonders for everyone else.
Right on target. Just for men hair color targets only your grey hair. Replaces it with subtle tones, like your own natural color, all in 5 easy minutes. Right on target. Just for men, targets only the grey.
When it comes to gardening, come to Atlantic Home Care, where you'll find amazing value on everything you could possibly imagine for your garden. Whatever kind of garden that might be. Atlantic Home Care. Your home, inside and out.
This dishwasher is only $199 at Power City. This combined TV and video recorder is $219. And this Flymo mower is $60. That's €199 dishwashers tomorrow at Power City.
What do we have? What about salmon? Fish? I couldn't cook fish. It has to be something simple. Something a child could do.
Chocolate Krispies.
I couldn't give Eddie's parents chocolate Krispies for dinner.
Crispy duck with a plum sauce.
Is that easy to do?
Sure. You call the takeaway. They deliver to you in 20 minutes.
Local calls every evening are just 1.26 cents per minute. Bring someone closer with Aircom.
Thanks. Excuse me, coming through. Coming through.
It's a rollover Saturday with a lotto jackpot over €2.5 million. It could be you.
New visibly refined moisturizer from Neutrogena for smoother, finer, more beautiful skin, even without makeup. New visibly refined, the confidence of naked skin.
And you're welcome back to Saturday's 6-1. The sports headlines. Arsenal are halfway to the double, but Celtic lose out to last-minute strike. Shannon beat Cork Con in rugby's All-Ireland League final. Another classic for O'Brien as Rock of Gibraltar takes the 2,000 guineas. Well, we start with the day's football, and it was cup final day in England and Scotland. At the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff, Arsenal were favourites to take the cup over London rivals Chelsea and give them the first leg of a domestic results. Longford 3-13, Carlow 3 points, Louth 1-10, Wicklow 2-6. Well, that's all the sports for now. There's live racing tonight on Network 2 at 10 to 11 when Aidan O'Brien will be bidding for another success in America in the Kentucky Derby. And I'll be back with more sport at 9 o'clock. Back to Anne.
The main news again this evening. The Taoiseach has played down the latest opinion poll, which indicates that Fianna Fáil could be heading for an overall majority. Well, the next main news on this channel is at 9:10. We'll both be here, so until then, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello and a very good evening to you. Well, it's been a lovely bright day across the country today, and indeed we can expect dry, pleasant, sunny weather for the rest of the bank holiday weekend. Now if we take a look at the satellite sequence through today, we can see this front here out off the west coast, but running the sequence forward through the day, we can see that this front doesn't actually move anywhere, just hovering along the west coast, and then a more closer look across the country earlier on this afternoon shows us that we're very much in the clear with some good spells of sunshine across the country. Now as you move into tonight, a very similar picture, that front still hovering off the west coast, perhaps giving some light rain and drizzle to the very far west, but this won't amount to anything much at all. And then as we move into tomorrow, that front fizzling out, and so we can expect another bright day tomorrow, though there may be 1 or 2 showers in the afternoon. Now the reason that that front is fizzling out and going nowhere is due to this area of high pressure here, which is dominating our weather, and indeed as we move into Monday, that high pressure still dominating our weather, which will mean that we have another mainly dry day on Monday, although there is the chance of a few showers in the very far southeast as this system circulates around from England. Well, back to the rest of the evening, and as you can see, a very pleasant picture for the rest of the day with more sunshine across the country. And tonight, a dry night with clear spells in most of the country and perhaps the odd patch of drizzle out in the far west. Now tonight we'll get down quite cool, temperatures getting down to 2 or 3 degrees in some places. There will be some patches of fog and perhaps a slight ground frost as well. The winds, however, will stay very light overnight. As we move into tomorrow then, where we will see a bright start to the day over much of the country, but perhaps a little cloudier in the west. But then as we move into the afternoon, brightening up in all areas with some good spells of sunshine and just perhaps the odd shower here and there. Now the temperatures tomorrow, they'll get up to between 16 and 17 degrees and the winds will be generally light. And then looking further ahead, where we can expect a dry night tomorrow night and then a bright day on Monday. That's it from me. Good evening.
An opinion poll has suggested that Fianna Fáil could win an overall majority in the general election. The Taoiseach has said he does not take too much notice of polls. Hundreds of people are feared dead after a ferry sank in Bangladesh. Some survivors say the ferry was overloaded. In the United States, victims of sexual abuse by a former Catholic priest have condemned a decision by church officials not to pay them up to $30 million in compensation. A Palestinian gunman died after being shot by an Israeli sniper inside a church in Bethlehem. Efforts are continuing to end the siege inside the church. Several thousand trade union members have been taking part in the annual May Day parade through Belfast. President McAleese visited Belfast today, where she carried out a number of engagements. That's the news for now. The next main bulletin on this channel is at 9:10.
The best stories live and live again.
He'll call you Pinocchio.
A new twist on the classic tale. Storytelling at its best. The Adventures of Pinocchio. Next on RTÉ One.
It's the new boss. She's here.
Do you think she'll be able to tell the difference? Well, I reckon the instant coffee tastes the same as the ground. Right, next item, office decoration.
Add a touch of class to your living room with the Archdale coffee table. Crafted from solid pine, it's both stylish and sturdy and makes the ideal centerpiece for an afternoon or evening of leisurely relaxing. Normally retailing at €119.99, it's yours for just €39.99. Collect 125 tokens, one with every €10 spent, and this fantastic piece of furniture is yours. The Archdale Coffee Table, only at Super Value. That's shopping as it should be.
Everyone deserves to know about Garden Works. This bank holiday weekend, marvel at our garden centres of distinction. Garden Works, Malahide and Clonee, where your garden comes to life.
One more! One more, Joe! One more, Joe! One more, Joe!
At their age, you never give your heart a thought. You're too busy living life to the full. Well, I still live life to the full, but these days I know I need to take care of my heart as well. So I eat shredded wheat. Why? Because shredded wheat's made from whole grain and nothing else. And scientists increasingly believe that whole grain cereals could help keep your heart healthy. In fact, shredded wheat's perfect for the young at heart because it could help keep your heart healthy.
You can grow your own beautiful blooms this summer with free seeds in boxes of Bite Size and other shredded wheat cereals.
Whoops! There goes his breakfast again.
She'll miss the train now.
New wet wipes from Pledge for your Pledge mop. They clean up spills, dirt and grime. Job done.
She'll catch it by a whisker.
Oh, very funny.
New wet wipes from Pledge.
In 1972, Bob Trincaro of Sutter Home devised a wine, light in body but full of fruit. A wine that was to become California's first and favorite, White Zinfandel. Except Bob made it pink, or blush, which was, apparently, another Californian first.
Bladder problems,
sudden urges,
wetting accidents.
Why live with it at any age? Today there are treatments that can help with wetting accidents and having to go so often. Another cup?
I'd love one.
Whatever your age, you can talk to your doctor, nurse or continence advisor about treatments that can help. Or call Tirham 1850 476 476.
A little bit of magic for Saturday in the form of a big-hearted wooden boy who can't help telling little white lies. Pinocchio.
Children of the sun, see your time has just begun. Searching